you fuckers should be forced to watch a movie called Bat Fag and
You talking about that
Raw
James Bond
Bitch.
movie? You talking
It's
about
a
that
very
James Bond
funny
movie?
movie.
It's
Bat
that James
Fag
Bond movie, right?
and
It's the
Raw
one where
Bitch.
he
Bat Fag and Raw Bitch.
When I see a big deal being made of something in the mainstream media, where someone or something is receiving too much attention, I immediately have my doubts that the subject of attention is just some organic thing that just happened randomly and naturally, the way they want us to believe. So when I randomly saw this girl, Bethany Hamilton, brought up, and I looked up her Wikipedia, and I see that she's been all over mainstream media, on all kinds of talk shows, and had movies and documentaries made about her. I smell a rat. Bethany Melanie Hamilton Dirks, born February 8, 1990, is an American professional surfer who survived a 2003 shark attack in which her left arm was bitten off, but who ultimately returned to professional surfing. Shark attack? I think it was more like an occult ritual in honor of the Vesica Piscis shape, as you'll see. I had to know if this fucking shark attack was something that occurred by the Gematria Code. And it looks like it did. You got to ask yourself a question, that if you were a surfer, and even if you were a winner in a few competitions, and your arm got bitten off by a shark, what is the likelihood something like that will get attention of the media for years and years, and will earn you millions of dollars? Just ponder that. How many people out there become disabled and lose limbs doing important jobs that we never hear about? They just suffer quietly on their own in obscurity. If a shark bit off your arm tomorrow, would you be all over the news? Maybe, perhaps, as window dressing. You might get a mention for one day on the late night news. If some rookie reporter happens to seek you out, there might be a short report on you, maybe less than a minute. And that's all the TV time your story will ever get. And they'll be more interested in, putting out the sensation of the shark attack than, they'll have more interest in that than you in particular. But here I'm talking, about having documentaries made about you, ending up on talk shows, in movies, becoming a celebrity for decades to come. Highly unlikely. Knowing that everything in the world of government and entertainment, all of which is under control, knowing that all events they contrive are almost always scripted by this Kabbalistic Gematria code. I had to check if that code will apply to this woman and this supposed shark attack in which her arm was bitten off. So she lost her left arm. In 3 out of 4 base ciphers, her first name, Bethany, overlaps with left arm. Bethany, surfer, shark, and Hawaii, where this happened, all sum to the Masonic 33. But of course we can chalk this up to coincidence. But then, curiously, one arm sums to 33 as well. Just throwing that in. The shark attack happened on October 31st, 2003. A date with a very interesting numerology. The 64 and 44 numerology fits very well with the word surf. You can't help but point out that limb sacrifice sums to 64 as well, So is a phrase like sacrificed arm. I don't know if that's very scientific to come up with phrases instead of using actual direct, concrete terms like shark and surf, because phrases are a lot more abstract, and too many phrases can be contrived in such a way that creates coincidences. But still, it's interesting. Also, it was a tiger shark that attacked her, which has a 64 value as well. The date expressed as 10/31 or 31/10 gets more curious when it's expressed as a number. 1031 is the 173rd prime number, which is the 40th prime number, with surfing adding up to 40. So is the word amputation. 1031 can also be seen as 131 because you can drop zeros in gematria. 131 is the 32nd prime number, matching the value of shark attack. By the way, this girl was 13 years old when she lost her arm, and the English ordinal value of amputation is 130. Besides, 13 is one of those special occult numbers, like 33, where often it's just coded into various rituals for the hell of it. Shark attack is also 113, and 31/10 is like 113 backwards. Don't forget, 113 is the number of bullshit. She was born on February 8th, 1990, a date with 39 numerology, matching the reverse full reduction value of Hawaii and Surfer. The date she was born on also reminds me of the Vesica Piscis. Vesica Piscis is a shape not only related to the shape of female genitalia, but it's an important Masonic shape. The football was invented by a Freemason and has a Vesica Piscis shape. During a solar eclipse, the overlap between the sun and the moon forms a Vesica Piscis shape as the two bodies align. In reverse full reduction, Vesica Piscis sums to 82, very much like the date of her birth, 2/8, which can also be expressed as 8/2. Vesica Piscis, 53, and it's a tiger shark, 53, that attacked her. Think of a shark being a fish, and Vesica Piscis produces a fish shape. Vesica Piscis is also called Mandorla, which sums to 33, like her first name. Yet another name for it is an Aureola, which shares the 116 value with tiger shark. The creature that bit off her arm. See how its Latin name sums to 82 as well, just like Vesica Piscis? Even Requiem shark sums to 64, like the date numerology. You can see on Wikipedia it says that a tiger shark is a species of a Requiem shark. As for the birth date having 119 numerology, the gematria of all-seeing eye is 119, and all-seeing eye seems to correlate with events that are designed to grab the eye of the masses, like this particular story did. The shark attack happens on a day leaving 61 days in the year, which also matches all-seeing eye, and matches with Surfer Girl and Christian, which is what she very much claims to be. In Kabbalah, you have the divine feminine, which equals to 911 in the Jewish cipher, 911 being 119 backwards. Another thing that seems worth mentioning is the shark attack happens on the 266th day of her being 13 years old, and in Frank Baconis, if you capitalize the V and the P, Vesica Piscis sums to 266. Even more interesting, the number 153 is said to be associated with the Vesica Piscis, and it was 153 days after the May 31st, 2003 solar eclipse that the shark attack occurred. Think of the miraculous 153 catch of fish in the Bible. Fish, shark. Was there really a shark attack? Or did the family tribute their daughter's arm, ritualistically, to attain fame and fortune in return through Freemasonry? There are veterans that will lose an arm or a leg, and often they will end up on a street corner with a cardboard sign asking to help a vet out. Is this what Masonry asks of some people in exchange for fame and fortune? An occult ritual in honor of the Vesica Piscis, where a 13-year-old girl gets her arm amputated? Not by a shark, I bet, but probably in a hospital by a surgeon under anesthetic. The shark story is just some bullshit that's told to the masses. The mathematical ratio of the height of the Vesica Piscis to the width across its center is the square root of 3, or 1.7320508, and so on. Since if straight lines are drawn connecting the centers of the two circles with each other, and with the 2 points where the circles intersect, 2 equilateral triangles join along the edge. The ratios 265 divided by 153 equals 1.7320261, and 1351 divided by 780 equals 1.7320513 are 2 of a series of approximations to this value, each with the property that no better approximation can be obtained with smaller whole numbers. By the way, funny enough, Christian fish sums to 82, just like Vesica Piscis, just like this girl's birth date. But anyway, we're looking at 265 divided by 153. I just said it was 153 days after a total solar eclipse, and 265 days after her birthday. And when you divide 265 by 153, you get 1.732, or 1.73. 173 is the 40th prime number, matching the value of surfing and amputation. Oh, and this also takes us back to the date of the shark attack. 10/31, expressed as 1031, and 1031 being the 173rd prime number. And look what happens when you write out 1031 as words. You get 173 English ordinal. So does the word asymmetry. Here's another fun thing with gematria. 1.73 is the square root of 3. Look what you get in the English ordinal value if you type in square root of 3. You have to leave 3 as a number. You get 173 English ordinal. Also, her full name now, since she got married, is Bethany Melanie Hamilton Dirks, which in the English extended cipher equates to 1731, very close to the 1.732 value. I think a surfboard kind of looks like a Vesica Piscis. Surfboard doesn't fit, but surfing board has a 2 out of 4 overlap with Vesica Piscis. So what are we to make of this, of these coincidental numerical alignments? Was there no shark attack at all? Because what are the odds? Instead, was her arm surgically amputated as some kind of a sick occult ritual by the numbers? As the price of fame and money? And maybe the parents purposely cajoled their daughter into going through with it? You know, how rigged are all these surfing competitions that she supposedly won? Are they just as rigged as the rest of the sports? See, this is what our world is really like when you peek behind the curtain.